Can they see it on camera? Can they see it on camera?
Yeah, if we hit the show. Yeah.
So a couple nights ago, I just got done taking apart the RS engine. I did on Instagram Live, so I'll throw in a couple clips here. And what we discovered, a close-up, is that. To give you a better illustration of how curved this is, I can't even show you well. Yeah, so it's pretty bent. This was cylinder 4. Cylinder 3, don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, also has a little bit of curve to it too. And cylinder 1 and 2 don't look like they have much of a curve, but they're probably bent. So yeah, we bent the crap out of a couple rods. And then cylinder 4, the actual piston broke. It must have collided with, I don't know what it hit. It looks like, I don't know where it could have hit inside of the block. Maybe the crankshaft. It looks like it might have just somehow hit the crankshaft. I don't know how it could have hit, but it looks like there's a pretty big mark on the side of it. So I got to send the crankshaft off to be polished and then spun to make sure it's all right. So that leads me into what the plans are for the RS. You're interrupting my YouTube video, bro. Like,
I see what was doing that.
yeah, all right then. Right now, I am taking apart this engine so I can go ahead and send it over to the machine shop. We discovered that the actual bores and the actual block is not cracked, nor is it really damaged. I'm going to send it over to a machine shop so they can do a cylinder support system in it. And I'll go ahead and throw a video up right now of what the block looks like right now. It is an open deck design. Basically what that means is there's these big coolant passages around the piston that help cool it a lot easier, but also kind of give up some of the structural integrity in it. So what the cylinder support system will do is kind of be a welded on part around those cylinders. And obviously I'll show you when I get it back and we'll compare. But obviously we'd add some strength to it if we're going for a bulletproof block. And I guess I haven't really told you guys that yet, but that's kind of what my goal for this car is right now. I really want to put together a engine that is very, very strong and almost quote unquote bulletproof, just to kind of dummy proof for the future. So for the crankshaft, as I said earlier, the crankshaft on these cars is held to the crank pulley via a friction washer. And that friction washer is obviously very inefficient. I have this company that will, if I send them the crank, they will go and add a key in so it can be a keyed crank. That will basically kind of eliminate our problem with the friction washers. And now obviously, since I had a bent rod on that crank, I'm gonna need to go take that crank to a machine shop. I'm gonna have them spin it around and make sure it still spins straight. Then I will be getting upgraded head studs. So when I send the block off to get machined, what he's gonna do is add the cylinder support system in for me, decking the head for me, where the head connects to it to make sure it's flat, and he's gonna be water jetting and honing this engine out. Yeah, so like I said, not sponsored. Obviously, I'll show you his work once it comes back. But he quoted me like $600 and something for the cylinder support system, and I think $150 for the honing, the decking of the block, and then I think he's gonna put it through the acid water wash or something like that to basically clean the block up all the way for me. That's not a bad price. And that's a whole lot better than going and getting a block from like Mount Tune or anything like that. Because their blocks, I mean, they're brand new blocks with brand new parts, and you know they're gonna work right. But their parts are up in the $1,500 to $1,600 range. When really this is only $700 plus the block I just blew up. me being a college student, I'm looking for a cheaper alternative to kind of get the same product. And I think this will be a very efficient way to do that. My goal for the head is to basically just get a new head gasket, clean it up. I'm probably going to take out the valves and all the springs and everything, and I'm going to spin the valves on a table and make sure they are straight still. And if they are all still straight, just reinstall them, clean them obviously, and then just send them again. Put them back in, run it. But as of right now, the whole plan is just to fix the engine, then put the stock turbo back on it, and have a bulletproof bottom end, so that down the road, after the RX-8 is finished and we're kind of moving forward, I can go ahead and get a big turbo kit and not be scared about this block blowing up. So we'll see how this goes. If you guys see anything in the videos that I need to do, make sure you let me know, because, you know, this is still my first time. So I don't, you know, I'm not the best yet. And I realize that this video is probably really short, and this video probably doesn't do much for a lot of people that watch me, because you guys probably aren't building these 2.0 or 2.3 Ford engines. Hopefully this helped out somebody. No. Please, if you really enjoy the content, want to keep watching, please subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. Other than that, stay tuned for in a couple of days for when I get this short block back, and we'll do a whole review on it.